Beautiful day on the farm here, Wednesday, April Fool's Day. I'm not going to do any jokes because the state of the world doesn't require jokes right now, or at least I guess we do need a little humor, but we have to be sensitive about what kind of humor it is. So, projects for today, Wednesday. We're no longer required to stay in isolation after being home for 14 days, but there's not much we can go out and do anyways, which is fine. I gotta get some parts. I might get them today or tomorrow probably for the cultivator. We do have to work some ground this year, and the cultivator teeth are wore out, so we gotta do that. But and pick up my sprayer. It should be done the end of this week because with the weather forecast they're calling for, we actually could be in the fields the end of next week, a week from now, starting to do some fertilizer. So we got to get that kind of stuff in place. I've been working on that with my suppliers, kind of under these new guidelines of commerce, with kind of trying to protect everybody and maintaining our social distance. So I don't think it's going to be too bad if we get stuff in place here. I'm trying to be proactive and do it a little bit more ahead of time than I normally do, so there isn't kind of a rush or pressure on these input people to try to deal with a whole bunch of people at once. And my goal is here the next 2 weeks or week and a half, probably 2 weeks, is to have most of my supplies in place that I need for the spring planting season. And really all we'll rely on is fertilizer blend deliveries, which shouldn't be too bad because they usually just come in with a truck, put it in a wagon and leave, and I don't see them anyway, so that shouldn't be too bad. So projects for today, I think I might get some of my tender wagons ready to go for starter fertilizer and my spray tender, and I think Sandy's got a project she wants me to do that I might have to work on later on this afternoon. So gonna enjoy the nice sunny day. So we gotta get this nurse wagon going. It's the one I use for starter fertilizer for my alpine that I put in furrow with the corn. And it's always a fun thing after it sits all winter. I gotta get this motor going and make sure the tires are good, and I'll give the chassis a grease here, but probably try to pick up some starter fertilizer later this week. But yeah, I'll get my cardio by pulling on this motor, and this is going to be friendly and go for first start, but that never happens. Well, on a nice day like today, it's hard to believe the power is out at our place. So a bit of my jobs are on hold right now because I need power. So I'm gonna go look at a tile situation I need to fix. I was digging up it last week and I need to know what tile size it is, so I guess we'll go see that. So there's 3 outlets in this system here. So this used to be a creek way before I was even born. I think a lot of it got filled in and redirected under our Drainage Act and through the municipal drains that we have around here. And so the big one comes from a lot of acres. One right here from a few. And then I got one over there that's not flowing, so we're gonna have to look at what's going on there, because I do have a wet spot in the field that would probably be associated with that outlet. So not sure, we might have to dig it up at some point and take a look at it. The damage has been done to the wheat. There isn't any wheat there, so once we harvest the wheat this summer, we might take some time actually and try to figure out what's going on here. But where I have to go to another outlet, I'll take you down there and show you. But the water's coming out pretty clean. We had about an inch of rain, or 25 to 30 mils for the metric people. And looks like we're going to be dry for a couple days now, so hopefully things dry up. Yeah, that one right there should be flowing a lot more, and it's not. So as I said, we'll look at it this summer. So in my one, I don't know if in my video or not, I can't remember if I probably didn't tape this one. I think it was a post I did on social media. I'll maybe put the picture in this video. But this is a field that we kind of mucked off of corn last fall. And it actually came out of the winter not as bad as I thought it would look. I haven't got across the whole field, but what we'll probably do here is just take the joker and we'll probably have to do 2 passes to level it up. But we do have some washouts that we need to get fixed. I did discover that this farm had a blocked main that I didn't know existed, and I don't think many people did. My grandfather, who owned this farm a long time ago, he passed away when I was quite young, and he was fairly young, so we didn't get to know a lot of knowledge transfer from my grandpa about what tiles were done here when he owned the farm. So we kind of are discovering them as we go. And this one was kind of buried under a whole bunch of willow trees, and the willow trees actually, the roots went down and plugged the main, and I got cleaning up some situations over there and discovered that we had a main there, so I had to dig it up, and it was plugged full of roots. And I'm hoping now we solve the problem and we'll go down and take a look. So here's the mess, and I hate doing this, but I had to clear out some of the willows because they're plugging the tiles so bad. But that's what we had to dig up. All that was no good. All plugged full of tree roots, and you can kind of see along the edge of the hole or the trench that there was lots of tree roots. So I have to get this fixed, but it's still running, so we're not going to be able to fix much probably for 3 or 4 days until the water goes down and I get supplies. But I basically came here to figure out what size of tile I need to get. I think it's an 8-inch, which is a pretty big tile, and the amount of water coming out of it would say it's probably an 8-inch. So the tile is an 8-inch inside diameter. What I'll probably do is get culvert style 8-inch pipe. It's a little thicker walled. I didn't quite dig that out 100%, and we gotta try to keep grade to make sure that the water runs downhill. So I'll get some of that. I guess I'll pace off how much I need and get it figured out and get it ordered. When technology fails, we're doing trying to update that monitor right there, not the John Deere one, the Ag Leader one, and this little doohickey there, and it's not going very well. That's why I have the laptop in here. I don't have my camera. It's a friend's tractor that I'm trying to help him out with on the guidance side, and it won't basically talk to the satellites in the sky. And something's going on with the little box on the floor. So I'm kind of hoping that with a laptop and some files that I can upload to it, we can get it going. So she's just a smoking great day outside today. No clouds and sun, so feeling very spring-like.